This is the Weisberg channel, and this is part 3 of a series of videos I'm creating explaining the hidden lore behind 21 Pilots and how their songs show a bigger picture going on in the background. But before that, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date with more 21 Pilots content. In the last video, we explained how Clancy, the guy that has been keeping us updated via the DMA.org website, is probably dead, and how the website was terminated, revealing hidden posters of a supposed livestream that was going to happen on May 21st, 2021. That date, by the way, was the same day the album was released, which is not necessarily important to the lore, but I thought I'd mention it. Before covering the livestream though, there are a few things that we need to look at. Firstly, we need to look at the posters themselves. They are colorful, vibrant, taking inspiration from 1970s advertisements and propaganda. There are some things that stand out, however. Firstly, it's the appearance of a blue dragon, the same dragon that appears in the album cover, as we clearly see. The dragon's name was revealed to be Trash, and we don't exactly know a whole lot about him. We know that he shows up in some music videos for this new album, but aside from that, we don't really have an explanation for what it represents. Or at least, I don't know at this point in time, so that might be a topic for another video. If we go to the album cover for Scaled and Icy and take a closer look at the dragon's image, we can see that its scales form the word destroy on one of its wings. But it doesn't end there. If we look below it, we can see a weird shape underneath. Turns out that the weird shape coincides with the layout of the street named Clancy Way, located in the state of Ohio. This is interesting because the band is originally from Ohio. So what does this all mean? Does the dragon intend to destroy Clancy? What's going on here? Well, we don't really know yet. Some say he is a representation of Tyler's creativity, given the fact that Tyler keeps a dragon figurine on his desk that he himself stated to be a representation of his creativity. Tyler also mentioned that trash is essentially slang for vultures, which we see present on the Trench Era album, but then again, this is a discussion for another video. If we move on to the posters again, we can notice several things. Firstly, we can see a code at the bottom of the poster, which is the same infraction code that we had previously decoded in the terminating files message from the DMA.org website. If we look close enough, we can also see the letters FPE on all of the posters. This stands for Feature Performance Event in this case, but it is not the first time these letters have popped up in 21 Pilots content before. For instance, FPE is also used as Failed Perimeter Escape in an image posted by the band in the DMA.org website. The image reads, identified as Failed Perimeter Escape by DEMA Council violation of Section 1539-8642-14 of Viola's Code of Conduct, which might be a hint for us foreshadowing certain things that happen further on in the livestream. Something interesting is that another meaning for FPE can also be found in a store called Ned's Bio, located in Columbus, Ohio. The message was posted on the door of the store and it read "Fine Pool Equipment," which is a reference to the Chlorine music video where Ned takes a swim in a pool full of chlorine. And there are probably more FPE meanings out there than I forgot to cover, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just add them to the growing list of ideas that I need to address. Anyways, there's one final thing that we need to understand before we get to the livestream, and that is the concept of saturation. You see, color-wise, this area is very colorful and vibrant. One might even say it's saturated with color, too much color. This seems strange because, as we know, DEMA is not a particularly colorful place. In fact, one might say it's desaturated. So if DEMA is saturated and this album is supposed to be propaganda, then why is it so colorful and vibrant? Well, that is precisely the intention of the bishops. They are using saturation as a ruse to lure us into a false sense of security. They want us to think that this album is more positive, that it is the resolution to everything that came before. Well, this doesn't seem to be the case. It is their way of bringing us back to DEMA. It is their way of repairing the damage done by Clancy's betrayal. Now we are aware of DEMA. We know what it is, and the bishops don't like this. Knowing this, we can start moving into the live stream, but I'll have to stop it here since I easily envisioned this turning into a huge video lengthwise, and also I haven't worked on anything else, so I will get to researching and let you guys know when I have the next part 4 ready to go. I don't even know when that's going to be at this point, but stay tuned for more 21 Pilots content and for the next video explaining the 21 Pilots live stream experience. Until then, thank you for watching, and for more content like this, consider subscribing, leaving a like, comment, and remember to stay smart.